Hi guys. Hi. Hello. Um well, this is just like a little emergency live that I wanted to do real quickly because apparently some parents have it twisted, and I just wanted to clarify a little bit with you guys. It's too much going on, guys. The Nigerian family, the MayEdochies, is what really have me here because it's just like really getting ridiculous now. A lot of parents, they do things and they just don't understand. All right, so I'm here to talk about the kidnapping law. I know this goes for America, taking the kids out of side of America, but I don't know. I can't speak about Africa and some of the other countries. But if America will be willing to go and get the kids from these other countries, because that is the law. I'm sure they have laws in other countries first. I'm going to be putting a disclaimer. Make sure you know the laws from your country before you take your kids out of that particular country. And I want to welcome you guys here on today. Welcome. My name is Rosa, and on the station I talk about marriages. You guys give me tons of information to talk about in this just in the vibes of this world right now. Whether it's relationship, domestic violence, God, whatever it is a lot to talk about. So I want to talk about this kidnapping law. Now, can biological parents kidnap a child? Sure, yes, they can. So the United States Department of Justice, approximately 200,000 children are abducted by their biological parents each and every year, right? Parents can be charged with kidnapping even if they are the biological parents, right? This is why, and you have to, let me go up here. I already know about this, but I just want to read it so you guys don't think I am just saying it. Parental kidnapping happens when one parent takes their child without the consent of the other parents. Okay. I'm going to talk a little bit about like when you are getting ready to divorce, or if you're not married and you're in a situationship, what to do. So one parent's violate. Okay, so I'm sorry. There are two main ways that this happens. One, one parent violate the custody agreement. This is what I want to talk about. And take off with the child. There is no custody agreement in place, and one parent leave the child without consent of the other parents. Your legal option for stopping a parental kidnapping will depend on whether there is a court-ordered custody agreement, and that's where I want to go with this today. I've also experienced this myself. So what I want to tell you guys, when you're divorcing or you're breaking up a relationship, whether you're a single parent or not, especially if you're a single parent, I'm going to advise you. First, let me just give out the Legal Aid Society. The Legal Aid Society have free lawyers that could assist you with custody issues and visitation. All right, you need to get that custody issue straightened out. You need to, if you are the parents that is 100% taking care of the child, you need to have a piece of paper in hand, an agreement stating that you are the custodial parents. All right, or if you guys are doing a 50-50 thing, you need to have it. And I hope you guys are mature enough to sit down and take care of this thing. It's necessary. Even if you think that you and the father or the mother, like you guys are cool, listen, get these things on paper. That's why they talk about prenup and all these things. We got to get our life in order. We got to get our will in order. We got to get our life insurance. We just got to get these things in order. Stop living life the old-fashioned way, your old-fashioned way of thinking, because people could say whatever they want to say with their mouth. So you need to go to your local court, right? If you are married and you planning on getting divorced, just start by going to the courthouse and get the custody agreement draft up. You could just go in and make an appointment. They'll petition the other parents to come in, and then you guys can figure that out. Also the same thing goes for visitation, because just because you guys are broken up, Like I said, you can say whatever you want to say with your mouth, but these things need to be written on paper, period, end of story. So it's called the kidnapping rights, guys. You guys need to go read that up. I know it's in the United States. Um, because what happened is a lot of parents used to take the kids out of the country and never bring them back, and it's not fair for the other parents, whether you like them or not. They have rights. All right, so let's do things the right way. Stop doing things with emotions and do things the right way. I mean, if you're in the system, in the matrix, whatever you want to call it, that's their program. You just have to follow it, because at the end of the relationships, things break and people are just not so nice, so get your ducks in order. And then why not get visitation rights? It's just so awesome when you could have a break. Let the other parents see the child too. Maybe you want the weekend off, or maybe you want the whole summer, or whatever it is, whatever your agreement is, guys. And even if the parent don't get along with you and you have to talk to the judge because you guys are immature or whatever, the judge will figure it out if that's what you want to do, but it has to be on paper. It's called the kidnapping law. The reason why I came here, because Yul and MayEdochie, allegedly she's trying to take the children out of the country, and yes, the dad have rights as well. This is why they came up with this whole kidnapping thing. I know a lot of Arab people used to take the kids out of the United States and leave them in their country, and the other parents used to go crazy. So now they have a little law about it. I have to go read up on the African law as it relates to the kidnapping, but I'm sure it's in place there as well, because there has to be some type of agreement between the two countries, right? Yeah, just stop doing things out of emotion, guys. It's just like you're emotional and you're thinking, oh, that's the right way, but it's not. It's not. You're going to get in trouble. You're going to actually get an Amber Alert, because when you're trying to bring that child through the airport, and if the other parents do not agree, you can get locked up at the airport, or, in that country. And the worst thing you want to do is be traveling and get locked up in another country that you know nothing about, because it's surely not like America. I don't know where you're watching me from this even, but just look up the kidnapping law, especially if you're planning to vacation with your kid or take your kid out of the country. The other parents, whether you like them or not, they have rights too, because you did not create the child by yourself. Is it fair? I would say so. I would say so. Okay. So let me just read this part. If no custody order is in place, such as during the separation, the situation becomes more complicated, very, very complicated process. Technically, one parent is not violating any court order by leaving the state with the kid, but they could be attempted to avoid the judicial. North Carolina has this thing here. Your remedy is to seek an emergency custody order. Do you hear that? Seek an emergency custody order. I'm reading this, guys, from kinglawoffice.com. So your remedy is to seek an emergency custody order if you want to take the kids out of the place. These orders may be granted when there is a substantial risk that the child will be removed from North Carolina. We're just talking about North Carolina right now, for the purpose of evading the jurisdiction of courts. So just be careful. All right, just be careful. I'm going to read on. These emergency custody orders do not require the typical notice and service requirement, which is great.